That's an excellent point, but it does require that employees adopt what you're selling. So even if we have this brand and you have all the pillars and the integration, it requires that your employees are willing to adapt so that you have that trust. And so, Neil, curious what your take is when it comes to engaging employees so that you have that trust. And so, Neil, curious what your take is when it comes to engaging employees.
We know, Cynthia, you're talking about stories and how everybody needs to understand the integration story. I think, well, the data will show us that most integration stories aren't that well told. And in the absence of a good story, we make up our own. And that's not often the story that the leaders that David is talking about want to be told. But those are the stories that prevail, and those are the stories that we end up as sort of particularly frontline employees acting out. Well, this is happening because of this, therefore I'm going to do this. And those two, that scenario and that action is not actually lined up to the strategy because I'm acting out on a story that I believe in versus the story that the leaders want me to believe in. And so the power of a good story told singularly and reaching everybody is absolutely huge. Now, if you're able to do that, it unlocks so many different things. I mean, Gallup put out a study, it was like 15 or 16 different metrics that engaged employees move. And what's interesting about these metrics is every single one of them are in the M&A playbook.